Welcome to this video on formatting dashboards and dashboard layouts. You can download the exercise workbook to follow along in your own copy of Tableau. By default, views and legends pull out as tiled dashboard objects. Let's make this fit nicely. If we click here on the left where it says floating, we can change that behavior. Now when we bring out a view, note how the gray drop area indicator looks different. And if we let go, this view and all of its legends and filters will come out on top of the view underneath it. Tiled layouts automatically fill the entire space. Floating objects can have a fixed size and position. Let's undo that. Floating objects allow for very precise control of where objects go. Let's bring out the color legend for the map and float it. Click on the map, open the menu, go to Legend, Color Legend. This average shipping cost legend applies only to the top view. If we hold down the Shift key and click and drag, this object will float. Now we can overlay it on top of the map. Let's verify that we're clicked on average shipping cost here in the layout area. This is our floating legend. Now, the very bottom of the dashboard pane shows us controls for position and size. We can make very controlled adjustments for floating objects, such as moving it over by decreasing the X position. Good titles are important for effective communication. If we double-click on a title, we can edit it. The default is the sheet name, but we can replace that with whatever we want. A good trick is to insert a dynamic value into the view's title. If we click on Insert, we can see a list of fields that can be put into the title. This depends on what fields are used in the view. Here we see that ship mode is an option. Let's rename this Average Cost For, then insert Ship Mode, and we'll follow up with Shipping. Now as we play around with the filter, we see that title dynamically change. Just as we can modify the title for each view, we can format the titles and dashboard as a whole by going to the Format menu and selecting Dashboard. The Format pane opens over the Dashboard pane, and we see options for shading, alignment, font. One thing to note is that if we change the shading, say to yellow, only dashboard items are shaded. Views have their own formatting. To make the entire display yellow, we'd need to go to each view on the dashboard and format their shading. Right-click in a view, then click Format. If we go to Shading and select that same yellow, see that the view we had selected turns yellow. But let's clear that. For more information, see the video on the Formatting pane. Images can be added to dashboards simply by dragging out the image object and navigating to the location of the image. Here I want to add the Tableau logo. I'll bring out Image, navigate to the logo, and open it. By going to the menu, we see the option to add the image as a hyperlink to a URL, or we could center the image. If we want to add a web page, we simply bring out the web page part, and we can drop it here at the bottom. For the URL, I'll put in tableau.com. Simply dragging on the top lets us resize this. And it's still a fully interactive web page, just like in a browser. But now the logo doesn't fit very well. If we go to the menu, we'll see the option to Fit Image. This keeps the image resized to fit the dashboard. If we wanted to move the logo over to the left, there's no left align option, just centering. So instead, we can bring out a blank object to the right and adjust it until the logo is where we want it to be. This is, of course, redundant with the web page. Layout containers are a great way to control placement on a dashboard. Here, when we have a tiled layout, note that if we click to a specific ship mode, the bar chart is static in size, but more or less bars are squeezed into that area. Let's go to a blank dashboard and bring out a horizontal layout container. We'll bring out running total, and below it, shipping cost. Click to bring up the header to get the menu dropdown. Go to the menu and select Fit Entire View. Just to make this more visually obvious, we'll click on the header for running total, bring up the menu, select Quick Filter, and bring out the filter for ship mode. The layout area of the dashboard pane can help visualize what views are in what containers, or allow us to add borders and shading around a collection of objects. Now let's see how the layout containers handle the resizing of those bars. If we filter to all modes, the running total is pretty small up at the top. But as we deselect ship modes, the bar chart collapses and the running total chart automatically fills that space. As we select fewer or more modes, the sizes automatically adjust. Layout containers can be a powerful way to control how a dashboard is laid out. For more information on working with layout containers, check out the online help. Thank you for watching this dashboard training video. We invite you to continue with the on-demand training videos to learn more about using Tableau.